So last night at my friend's place after dinner, we were all sitting and chilling out when Auntie came up with the bowl full of dessert, which I really did not wanted to have, but the way she insisted, I couldn't refuse her. I am sure you must also have been a situation where you wanted to decline to the other person, but you ended up doing what they wanted. And there's nothing wrong with that doing once in a while, but if we find ourselves doing that more often and being a habit of placing other people's demands and giving them importance over our own, then it really impacts our self-worth. And why we do that? Number one, we do not want to be rude or be the reason to make other people feel sad, disappointed, or maybe hurtful. Number two, we do not want any kind of conflicts or fight. So just to make peace, let's do what others are saying. Number three, we've been continuously told that we must help others as much possible we can. So we go out of our ways to do whatever we can. Number four, somebody came up so promptly to us and we did not know how to answer them, so we agreed to whatever was said. And number five, we want to be the rescuers and we want people to come to us so that we can help anybody and everybody the best we can. And we want to be the heroes. It could be anything for you, but most of the time it doesn't work in our own favor. And that is the reason many people whom we consider as nice, internally they feel very sad and alone because they feel that they are being taken advantage of. They are not cared and people treat them as doormats. And also the people whom we see as rescuers, they feel overburdened, stressed and overwhelmed with work because their plates are already so full and they have more to do than they can manage. Whatever the case may be, it is emotionally depleting. So by now I am sure you might have seen that what is it for you, but knowing really doesn't make a difference. Doing does. So what can we do if we are in a situation like this? Do you want to know and want to figure out for yourself? Let's see what it is. Okay, so whenever we come across a situation where we want to say no, we always have four choices. Number one, say a yes and later get irritated, upset on yourself and maybe on the other person with the whole thing and blame them also sometimes. This itself seems a very disempowering state to be in. But I want you to know that if ever you take that choice, be into this awareness that what made you make that choice. Is it that that relationship is very important for you and you do not want to upset the other person, or you are doing it out of fear or out of insecurity? Just be into that awareness. Number two, say a no with a flat lie that most of us practice, but do that or make that choice with the awareness that whenever we are lying, it doesn't show our smartness. It shows that we are manipulating others and ourselves, and the more we lie, we make ourselves smaller and weaker from inside, and we give away our power. So make that choice with this awareness. Number three, say a no and later get worried about the consequence, about the upset it will cause, about the anger it might cause with the other person, and be annoyed with the whole situation. As you can see, this also is a very disempowering state because it consumes your mental space and you are not in a happy mode or empowered mode. And number fourth is when you say a no with truthfulness and politeness, but firmly. You firmly and politely say no. And this can only happen when you know your priorities in life. When you know that what are your boundaries around your relationships, your work, and around things in your life. Like for me, I have clearly told my children that I am available for them for their every need, but I am not to be disturbed when I am working or meditating. And that's my boundary for my own self care. So know your boundaries and accordingly take that choice. Now I know that this might sound very simple, but actually when it comes into real life and we have to deal with the people around us, especially our authorities like our bosses or our parents, then it is not so easy as it sounds. And it takes a lot of courage to make that right choice. But with the right choice comes and opens the doors to the things that really matter to us. Like, if I have to choose between a social event versus spending time with my children and reading a book for them or maybe for myself, I will choose the second option, with accepting the consequence that I will not be connecting and socializing and it might upset some of the people. But that is the choice and I'm okay with that choice. So, as Steve Jobs said, that I am proud of the things I haven't done as much of the things that I have done. So, in order to achieve what we really want, we do have to let go of some of the things that are not so important for us. So, make your right choice, which is empowering for you. Thank you so much, Diksha.